Hey everyone, and welcome back to Barn Pine Restorations. Today we're going to get ready to do some field work, and my 766 is giving me some issues, so we're working on it. As you can see, I have some panels off already, so I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so you might be able to see the electrical tester I got there and all the wires I have exposed. Kind of give you an idea of what's going on. Two problems. One is that my start button is not working. I've been using the screwdriver over here for the last several months to just jump it down there. That wire that's up in the air right there is supposed to be my 12 coming into the button, and it's dead. I'm not sure why. I cannot find a reason. I've chased my wiring harness all over with no luck. So we're just going to run a new wire for that one off of the switch so that you have to have the key on to get this tractor to turn on. And then the other one, you can see the wires right here. The sun's kind of in the way. That is my fuse holder. I kept blowing fuses when trying to turn the light on. And since it's fall, and I have to do all my work in the evenings, I'd like to get my lights going again. So I did some chasing around, and I'll show you what I found. First is over here. I have it disconnected now, but right there you can see this corner. We have a worn through wire that is a metal clip, so that is probably one of the reasons why I was blowing fuses. But I disconnected it and I was still blowing fuses, so our other issue is, we will go back over here, hop up quick. Alright, so this wiring harness goes through that baffle there, and see if you can see it. I've worn through 3 of the wires. So the one on the underside is worn through just like that, but you can't really see it. You can see the little blue dot. That's the copper oxidizing, kind of like the Statue of Liberty effect. I can't get it to really focus. And you can see it, the yellow wire where it's worn through, and then a little bit of that one below. So we're going to cut these 3 wires and splice them and see if that solves our issue at all. I don't know which ones are technically the ones for the lights, but most of these wires probably go to the lights, and I'm guessing the other one is for the alternator. And then our ether can down there, so let's see if patching these solves our issue. Alright, I've got these wires pulled back and stripped so that the ends are all cleaned up, and then I've got my little pliers, some connectors there, so let's put it together and see if it makes a difference. Alrighty, I've got them all spliced back together. I'm going to wrap them in electrical tape yet, but let's see if it's working. Hop down here. Alright, so I've got a little jumper wire going from the positive side of my fuse over to my light switch so that it should have power. If I had an extra hand, I'd show you guys that it's got 12 volts, but I'll turn the switch on and let's see what happens. Well, look at that, we got lights. Go over here. Lights, lights. That one is disconnected because I haven't fixed it yet. Let's check our wire and see if it's smoking. It is not, so I will put a fuse in and let's see if it pops the fuse or not. Alright, so now that I got my lights figured out, I'm going to kind of jump ahead for the getting power to the switch. I spliced this wire in front of me over on the other side of the key. I'll spare you all the how hard it was, because that plate doesn't want to come off because of an oil line and a bunch of wires, and I really didn't feel like messing with it. So I just putzed around and had a hard time doing it by myself, but it's done, so I couldn't really film it. Now it's over here. I have this little piece that I'll put on the end here and then hook it to that tab down there, and then in theory when I turn the key, the tractor should start right up. Alright, it is on, it's hooked up. The key is off, so if I push the button, nothing happens. Turn the key on. Fuel's off so I don't actually start the tractor. And now it turns over. So now I'll just put this all back together, and that should be it. Alright, looks like we got everything back together. All the hood work, the consoles, all the lights are working, and it'll start right up now. So check out our next video. We're going to be digging up our I've got a little field that I'm going to be planting some winter rye in, so check that out. And thanks for watching.